Hello everybody, welcome through the stream. Also, how the heck did, oh my god, Leap Motion sees my hand. As I'm trying to reach for my microphone, Leap Motion can see my hand. Oh, look at it. Leap Motion, you are scary. Why are you so far? And you can still see my hand, and yet when I put you under me, you can't see my hand. Leap Motion, you are so unreliable. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today, I'm too lazy to put on my headphones again, just like the last Doodle stream. So that means that I'm gonna move it a bit. Yeah, okay. Lip motion, please. Okay. So today, again, lazy to put on my headphones, which is a good kind of lazy because that means that I'm still not lazy enough to stream. But that means that we're not gonna play any music today. So you're safe today, Thunder Charge. None of that Lud and Schlatt thing. What I do want to tell. Oh wait, Botrix is in the chat. Botrix, welcome. There you go. Botrix came into the chat, so that means now that you guys can see the emotes from the Tube of Yao. Just us and you, yeah. No music, no Lud and Schlatt, just me and chat. This does mean that to avoid, you know, oh, let me see that. Ah, there you go. There's your emote. Anyway, to avoid dead air, I have to talk a lot. So, with that being said, I do have something to announce. Yeah, Botrix is working. I do have something to announce. I am working on music. Yes, not AI, not AI. I'm working on actual music that I can play on stream without having to resort to AI or using other people's, you know, channel or something like that. So it's gonna be music exclusively from me, and it will be playing on my drawing streams in the future. For now though, quiet time. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Actual music, it's gonna be super fun. Doing good? How you been? My day has been crazy lackluster today. Okay, first things first. I let my cat sleep with me. Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of my cat now, huh? Anyway, I let my cat sleep with me in my room last night. And I did not know how needy that cat was last night. Like super needy. So it keeps climbing on top of me. It's a morning, I can say. So it keeps climbing on top of me and then licking my face. So I was in and out of sleep a lot. I was in and out of sleep over and over again. It was annoying. Some people say, "Ah, it's worth it. It's a cat." Oh no, it's not worth it for me. And then, because of that, because of the amount of sleep that I was forced to go in and out of, I overslept. I woke up in a rare moment in my life. I woke up at 8:30 in the morning. I usually wake up at 6. I usually wake up at 6 in the morning. That's my usual wake up time. Even if I sleep at 4 a.m., I still wake up at 6. Drifting in and out of sleep. I know. So I overslept. And when I okay. I overslept. Sure. But the reason I woke up from my sleep, my bird sleep, he sleeps. The reason I woke up from my sleep is because my cat climbed on top of me again. So if he didn't climb on top of me again, I probably would have overslept even further than 8:30 a.m. But anyway, so I woke up 8:30 a.m. Today, and by the way, today is garbage day. Today is garbage day. So when I woke up at 8:30 a.m., I was like, oh no. Did the truck pass by? Hey, Cat NG, welcome. Hey, I see you change your PFP, Cat NG. But hey, welcome to the stream. Anyway, so today is garbage day. I woke up at 8:30 a.m. and I was like, garbage truck usually comes at 9, right? Right? I said to myself. Then I check the window. This is the worst part. I checked the window and I saw my neighbor's trash can is already sideways. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Doesn't that mean the truck has passed by? And I need to throw out today's garbage because even though it wasn't full, my garbage is not full today, it was starting to smell. So I was like, oh god, no. Please. Don't tell me it's already passed by. So, and then I went out to check my other neighbors to see if their trash can is all like, you know, sideways. Sure enough, they're not sideways, but they are empty. As in, the truck did pass by already at 8:30 a.m. Then I look down the street. By the way, it's uphill. It's going uphill. I look down the street. I say down the street, but it's actually going uphill. Up the street. I look up the street. The garbage truck. Right there. Yeah, I know. I noticed that, Angie. The garbage truck was right there. I was like, wait. It's still around. So, I quickly wrap my garbage up. Thankfully, I've been doing, thank you for the bless. Thankfully, I've been doing ring fit for the past week. And ran after the garbage truck. It's an uphill run, by the way. Ran after the garbage truck. And managed to reach the garbage truck. Gave them my garbage. And then walked back home. Thank you for the bless. And then I walked back home. Even though I've been doing ring fit for a week, it was still an uphill run. The garbage truck was already like 2, maybe 3 blocks down already. So I had to actually make like one hell of a run. Yep. So I got back home super exhausted. And so I canceled my idea for a ZZZ gorilla stream. I actually had planned to do a gorilla stream on Twitch only to play ZZZ because I wanted to do that whole, you know, the streamer incentive thing that's going on right now. So I canceled that. I instead played ZZZ offline, played Nikkei offline, do all my gacha dailies offline. A scene from a sky, and it feels like it. Sure as hell feel like a scene from a comedy movie. The difference is I actually made it to the truck. A comedy movie would have me not make it to the truck, would have the garbage spill all over the place, and, you know, spill on top of me. And at the end of it, maybe a cat will come by and like lick the, you know, the garbage off my face. That would be a comedy movie. Thankfully, real life didn't pan out that way. But anyway, so I just played my did my gacha daily stuff, then I decided that by the time I was done with my gacha daily stuff, it was like 11 a.m., 11:30. I was like, okay, I gotta go to, I gotta get some sleep. I just, that whole in and out of sleep during the night because of my cat just made it a bit too hard for me to actually not be exhausted. And then, and then the run, the run made me exhausted as well. So I made a quick breakfast, ate it, and then I proceeded to just go and go to sleep. I woke up at 4:30 p.m. By the way, this was 11:30 a.m. and no, was it 11:30 a.m.? Maybe it was 1. Maybe it was 1. I didn't. Yeah, you know what? Who cares? Anyway, I woke up at 4:30 p.m. and that's when I realized, oh, my whole day passed by. My whole day passed by. So I just decided to just like, I'm just gonna watch some anime, and then continue doing nothing. I did nothing. By the way, this is all an answer to the question that John asked about how was my day? How's my day been? Basically, that's why in the end, today has been eventful and not eventful at the same time. Because it was eventful in the morning, then nothing happened in the evening and night. So yeah, that's how my day was. Hey Mustalid, welcome to the stream. There would be a scene from a good comedy, but the mere scene of you chasing it would definitely be the joke in a B movie. Yeah, for sure, you're right. Not sleeping and then going for a run. Yeah, you should probably rest after that. It's weird because I went to sleep last night before 2 a.m. Right? Before 2 a.m. I think it's like 1:15 maybe? Which is early for me. For me, it was early. For me, sleeping at 1 a.m. is early. And then, but due to the fact that my cat keeps on waking me up and licking my face, and I think I had an even worse rest than when I do when I only slept for like 2 hours. Even though last night I had technically 6 hours of sleep. Technically. True but not true also, because it was disturbed from time to time. About maybe 5 times I was disturbed from my sleep. About 5 times, I think. I think 5 times is correct. It was just so annoying. Person says it's early, says the person who fell asleep at 5 a.m. just because, yes. I mean, that's normal for me too. Falling asleep at 5, that's normal. So when I go to sleep at 1, that's a bit on the early side. But yeah, no, and this is the thing. And like I said, I slept like 1 before 2 a.m. 1:15, 1:30 maybe, I don't know, around that time. I wasn't checking the time. All I know is that before I went to sleep, I saw it was like 1 something. And then but my cat put me in and out of my sleep so much the whole time that in the end I had less rest last night, even though I slept for 6 hours, technically 6 hours. But I had less rest last night than when I sleep for 2 hours. It's so annoying. The one time that I decided to sleep early, my cat decided to disturb me so much that I feel less rested than usual. But in the end, that's not. I mean, that's the funny part though. I still have work to do. I still have work to you know to finish, but because of me like going in and out of sleep and then waking up doing a little run, an intense run about 3 blocks, that in the end I was so tired, I was so exhausted, I fell asleep again at around maybe either 11 or 1. I'm not exactly sure. My memory is a bit fuzzy on that right now. Like I thought it was 11, but then I think about it, maybe it was close to 1 than 11, even though that's like 2 hours difference. But you know, I could have remembered a wrong 11 o'clock. But anyway, and woke up at 4:30 p.m. maybe 4:44 p.m. And then after I woke up, I was just lazing about doing nothing. I just cannot get myself motivated to do anything. Heck, I gotta be honest with you guys, I almost wanted to cancel stream. I was like in my head crafting a tweet to say that I'm gonna cancel stream today. But in the end I was like, you know what? You're trying to be active again. You gotta, you know, do your thing and not just be canceling just because you feel unmotivated. If you want to be active again, you gotta get back to it, man. So I was like, no, yeah, okay, yeah, let's power through. So here I am on stream again for you guys. Hey, man, Vegeta, welcome to the stream. Good evening for me indeed. But yeah. That's how my eventful, non-eventful day has turned out to be. And tomorrow, there's no stream in the morning, but I'm supposed to be recording Anime Night podcast with Suiren and Pending. And then later on that day, I want to try to get a ZZZ stream going, because like I said, I want to do the stream incentive thing. But at night, I'm supposed to be playing my time at Sandrock, supposed to. But I was thinking maybe I do something else. Oh god, hold on. Ooh, battery's running out of my phone. Gotta put a charger on. Okay. Like I said, I was supposed in my schedule. It says I'm a play in something else. Yeah, something else. I was thinking maybe. Hold on, I'm trying to get my charger on. Maybe I'll draw something instead. Oh god, please, charger, do not fight me. Maybe I'll draw something instead tomorrow, instead of my time at Sandrock. Maybe I'll draw Nikke fan art, or another VTuber, or anything. Maybe more ZZZ, who knows? Because as much fun as I have playing my time at Sandrock, I don't feel like streaming a game tomorrow. I just feel like I want to do creative things, you know? Coffee and start the day. It's not bad for your health at all. Feel tired, it's okay to cancel stream. Oh, no. The thing is, I'm in Malaysia. So the stream was already scheduled for nighttime anyway. Because it's, what, 10 p.m.? 10 p.m.? Yeah, 10 p.m. right now. So this, you know, there wasn't gonna be like tired because I just woke up or anything like that. If anything, I'm just lazy. That's why it's not about being the canceling. The idea of canceling the stream today was not because of tiredness, but was because of unmotivatedness, not feeling motivated for itness. Maybe I should stop using this. Anyway. So anyway, because of that, so I really shouldn't indulge in my feelings of non-motivation, and actually, you know, when it's unmotivatedness, I should force myself to do it, you know, because I shouldn't indulge myself when I feel lazy. Like when I feel tired, yes, I should cancel stream. But when I feel lazy, I should not indulge myself in that. I should force myself out of that laziness. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the bright side though, because I did nothing, right? Fighting demotivation is hard. Yep. No, because I did nothing today, right? I finally started the new Konosuba season. I started watching the new Konosuba season. It's fun. I watched 2 episodes so far. I still love it. Konosuba's still great. So yeah, probably gonna continue the new Konosuba season, and maybe checking out like 2 or 3 episodes a day kind of thing. I know what you guys are gonna say. Why don't you do a watch along, Acer? Because I'm lazy. But you just say you want to fight laziness. That's fight laziness for doing creative stuff. I gotta fight laziness when doing creative stuff. Watch alongs, push. I can just be lazy on that one. I don't have to force myself to do that. Why am I like this? Why don't you do a watch along? Dun 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 dun. Ba 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 ba. 始まりの瞬間はどのねのしてもないなのどのねなぜなれないタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンどのねのしてもなななななななななななばどのねなぜなれないタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンどのみに行こう Don't have music is great. Exactly. Anyway, back to what I was talking about music. Yes, I am planning for music, my own personal, well, not personal, I guess, exclusive music for my stream. It won't be AI. It'll be fun. And I'll try my best to get it done ASAP. So that, you know, the, what do you call this? The art streams, oh my god, my brain. The art stream will be, you know, will be fun with ambience. Fun little ambience. Now, it's not just 4 minutes of music like previously. Like the Light and Schlat one, right? The Light and Schlat music. There's like 2 minutes each music. And then looped over and over again, 2.5 minutes, I guess, maybe 5 minutes of music. looped over and over again. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be that. Nuh-uh. We're gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure. I say we like I have a team. I'm a solo act. Anyway, I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's gonna be a lot more music than you can ever. You can probably imagine a lot. I'd say about 15 minutes of music. Okay, 15 minutes. Then we'll loop that over and over again. Will it be like and sing bye bye bye? No. Even though I just watched Deadpool and Wolverine, but no. It's not gonna be like NSYNC. We're not bringing the band back together. Okay? But it's gonna be fun. 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 Look forward to it. Maybe next week, art stream. What art stream? I don't know. I have the doodle stream. I have a weekly doodle stream now. It's been weekly. That was actually kind of fun, right, guys? A weekly Justice Doodle stream. Baby, ain't no lie, baby, bye, 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 bye. Ain't no lie, baby, bye, bye, bye. You may remember his Harpo. Everybody remembers Harpo. Oh man. A video of mine came up on my analytics, like an old video back in 2020. Imagine that. Me saying 2020 is an old video. Anyway. A stream that I did back in 2020 sort of came out in my analytics, like someone checking it out recently. Hey, Argama Witch, welcome to the stream. Oh, did I didn't say that. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Argama. Yesterday I watched Wolverine and Deadpool. Finally watched it. And I know people say like it's a fun movie, but not the best Deadpool movie. But the 90s kid in me who watched all the horrible superhero movies from Fox thinks it's the best Deadpool ever made. It's the best superhero movie ever made. To be fair, I'm extremely biased over nostalgia here, okay? It is not a critical opinion of mine to think that it's the best superhero movie ever made. It is extremely biased. It is following a thinking of following my emotions. The comic book accurate Wolverine. Ah, my hand! Hold on! Take it on! Okay. Anyway, yeah. I don't regret watching it, but it wasn't like something amazing. Oh, it's amazing for me. It's the best thing ever for me. But that's because, it's a nice love letter for me. For me, it's a nice love letter to all the bad superhero movies that I used to watch when superhero movies was horrible. When you know that they announce a Fantastic Four movie or a Ghost Rider movie, and you know it's gonna be so bad, as you know it's gonna be bad, but you're still like, I'm gonna go watch it in the cinema. So because of that, I am extremely biased with my view of that movie. But I know for a fact that yeah, people who doesn't have connection to the Fox movies, not even Fox X-Men movies, but Fox movies in general. We're talking about like Fantastic Four, Daredevil, Blade, all those stuff. Tatum's character. Yes. Now that's what I want to talk about, right? they went so meta, so crazy meta, that they even pull out the character that was supposed to be played by Channing Tatum back in 2014 or 2015, announced that a solo movie of his was coming out, canceled that movie, and pulled him into this movie. And he's one of the best thing ever. I love his portrayal so much. I would have loved it if they brought out Doctor Doom from Fantastic Four. That would have been so good. But they just played it off as like, yeah, no, Doom's dead. I mean, it's understandable though. Like if you think about it, right? If all the main villains from those movies are still alive, then why haven't they let anything to fight against the main villain in that movie? Because those like Doctor Doom, Magneto, they're like A tier, super hyper omega level danger villains. There's no way they would just sit around and wait and not try to make their way over to where the villain of the movie is. Now I would say who it is, but I don't know if anybody like probably doesn't. You know what? Let's just go into spoiler territory. Wait, Pending might be here, and Pending hasn't watched it yet. I know Pending might be asleep, but at the same time, there's a possibility Pending might drop by, and I don't want him to drop by and get spoiled by me. And he hasn't watched it yet, and he's trying to keep the especially the cameos hush hush from his knowledge. Though he's already spoiled by 3 cameos, I believe. Yes, 3 cameos. He was already spoiled by 3 cameos. But I will not say more about the cameos. But Channing Tatum is a highlight for me in that movie. And not only because it's be vague, it's fun. What do you think of the villain as compared to the comics? Okay, definitely a different character. That's what I can say. Compared to the comic version, Doom never dies unless he chooses. It is a fun movie. Channing Tatum's accent was amazing. So, Channing Tatum, right? His character, he played it so well, man. Mon ami. So did I say man? I said mon ami. I mean mon ami. He played it so well, mon ami. I just love it so much to see him just go into. I was doing flashback to your CLC character. He played it so well, mon ami, and I was just loving every little bit of what he did. I just can't help myself when I heard him speak. I'm pretty sure he was throwing in random French for fun, because he was saying I was like, that had nothing to do with the thing he says. And then like when he was introducing himself, I was like, Remy Labo, Mon Diablo. I was like, what? Why you say Mon Diablo for? What does a Mon Diablo have anything to do with your name? And he's from the Summer's accent was I'm pretty sure he threw random French in there. I don't think he was actually saying actual Creole. But it was so good. He was so funny. Language other than your native language is that I can stop understanding English, so I does not give myself a spoiler. Understandable. Wait, you haven't seen it yet? But it's okay. I didn't spoil much. But yeah, no, generally though, oh, I love that movie so much. And I really want to see this version of Gambit as a movie. Because he was so funny, he was so good. Give me this, Disney, please. And the meta jokes. Oh, the meta jokes. How he keeps going on and on about how like, maybe some of us never had a chance because his movie was cancelled. And he keeps on going like, when I was like, let's show them what we got for the first time, maybe. Yeah, I know that Creole uses French languages, and I know that they do share words. But what he was saying, like actually, going like uvule, ave, what says that song anyway. In the middle of saying things, I was like, what does that have to do with that song doesn't mean anything with what he's trying to say. So I'm pretty sure he threw in some random French in there just to make it Gambit like. He was so good. He was so good. You need to see Deadpool and Loki in a scene together. I kinda don't know. Here's the thing about Deadpool, and it'll be just because Loki is a mischief maker, but he's not a mischief creator, if you know what I'm saying. Deadpool is a mischief creator, and he makes mischief at the same time. So I kind of, because of that, I kind of don't want him and Loki in one place, because I don't think I want to see him and Thor in one place though, if you know what I'm saying. Thor. Oh my god, it was so good. I loved it. I love that movie so much. Loki is, but he's not mischievous. Is that? Yes, not in the movie version at least. Not movie version Loki. He's a mischief maker, but not mischievous. Exactly. I don't know how they're gonna bring about the rest of Deadpool into the MCU. And then there's the whole announcement of RDJ coming back, but not as Tony Stark, but as Victor Von Doom. How are they gonna explain that? Are they just gonna ignore the fact that they look similar, and just treat it as if he's a whole different character in general? Because that might be fun. That might be fun. Like I don't think I mind that. I don't think I mind if they just ignore the fact that RDJ played two characters. I mean, there's like people in they reused some extras. And of course these are extras, so nobody even realized that they played two different characters. Like the person who played Star-Lord's mother in Guardians of the Galaxy was an assistant in Captain America First Avenger back in World War II. Same actors. She was the one who sort of flirted with Steve Rogers, that pissed Peggy off. Same actors, but again, just an extra. Nobody even cares if it's the same actress. RDJ is not an extra, so I can understand, but I would love it if they just ignore the fact that it's RDJ and just have him be Victor Von Doom and not Iron Man. From one Iron Mask to another. The man in the Iron Mask. I mean, they already did that sort of thing with Deadpool and Wolverine but that one's done as a joke. That one's played off as as the way that because the way the Deadpool movies are. So people can just ignore that, but I can also understand some nerds who get pissed off if the fact that RDJ plays both Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom, and would just ignore the fact that these are the same two people, two actors. These are the same actor playing two different characters, kind of thing. But I would love it if they just stick to the guns and just ignore it. Just play it off as just RDJ playing another character. That's it. Like, who gives a damn? With with the Deadpool movie, the Deadpool Wolverine movie, that whole thing was done. Even in Deadpool 2, when he called out Thanos, when Josh Brolin played both Thanos and Cable, and he called it out for fun, that was just done as a joke. So I want them. That's why I want them to ignore the fact that RDJ is playing. I ignore the fact that it's the same actor playing two different characters, and with nobody in the MCU acknowledging that, hey, you look like Tony Stark. Nobody should acknowledge that. Just ignore it. Just ignore the fact that Von Doom and Tony Stark looks similar or the same. Ignore it. And I want Deadpool to call it out. That's why I want them to ignore it. Doom's whole thing is that he never takes off his mask. Why they rehired RDJ, whose face they definitely want to show? That's a good question, a good point. Here's my thought on that. Best case, they play completely straight, don't acknowledge it. They have potential to play with it, and I'm not sure what one I'd like more. It depends on the execution. Both ways have the yep. No, I agree. But here's my theory on why they have RDJ playing Doctor Doom, and they're probably from RDJ's request even not gonna show his face almost the whole time until he's dying or something in an Avengers movie. Then he's gonna unmask himself. So he's probably gonna be showing Doctor Doom going around here and there, but never show his face the whole time. He's gonna be wearing the mask the whole time and only pull it out at a climax. And then nobody's gonna acknowledge the fact that he looks like. Nobody should acknowledge the fact that he looks like Tony Stark after he unmasks himself. Everybody should just ignore that little thing. And suddenly Deadpool was on the side going like, you know what? I expected that or something. I watch the Comic-Con clips. I don't know. But then, you know, that might ruin the atmosphere of the movie or whatever. I don't know. Oh man, that movie's so good. That movie tickles all my fanboy bone. My fanboy bone was tickled all over, and I don't care about how simplistic the plot is. I don't care that it was just a cameo movie and nothing else. Like, if you compare that to the first Deadpool that had a better plot, I don't care about that. Because in the end, it's a fun movie made of pure fun and just tickles the right fanboy bone in me. And it was such a great send-off slash love letter to the old Fox movies. And I just gotta say thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that, Ryan Reynolds. Thank you for respecting and also not respecting all the source material at the same time. Also for acknowledging that those movies was horrible, and at the same time acknowledging how there's a fandom to it. That's, I don't even know how to say that he did it so perfectly. Yeah, sometimes fantasy is just what you need. He did it so perfectly, where it was just like, this is what we have. That I'm gonna make fun of all these movies because they're horrible, but at the same time show respect because they existed and they paved the way for what we have now. I mean, he also had the same respect for it. Yeah, no, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Holy crap, you're right. To imply things, the camera will hold Spider-Man for a while. Be kind of weird to have for Doom to have a bigger relationship with Spider-Man than Richards. I didn't think about that. Holy crap. Huh. That'll be interesting though. Oh man, after I finished watching the movie, I came home and I load up Red Letter Media's Huff in the Bag that was reviewing the movie a couple of weeks ago that I didn't watch because I don't want to get spoiled by the cameos. I don't care about plot spoilers anymore these days. Plot spoilers was like meh, whatever. But this particular movie, I held off because I don't want to know cameo spoilers. I don't want to know who's gonna be there. So then I load up Red Letter Media's Huff in the Bag, and they mentioned that this movie is pretty much just that scene in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, where they showed like all the cameos of Reed Richards, all the fan requests of Krasinski playing Reed Richards, or and the return of, I forgot his name, Anton something as what's the Inhumans guy? Oh my god, Nightbolt? No. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Anyway, who cares? He's insignificant. And then, you know, I just called the king of the Inhumans insignificant, but to the fans he is. To the fans he's insignificant. Black Bolt, thank you. But anyway, that this movie is just that scene stretched to a feature film, and I was like, no, yeah, they're right, that is this movie, but I loved it for that. No one cares about Inhumans. No one does. Does Fantastic Four take place in New York? Yes, it does. Fantastic Four, at least that's Fantastic Four in the comics, have always been a New York setting superhero group. In fact, most Marvel heroes are actually a New York based heroes. Not just Fantastic Four, Avengers, Spider-Man, Daredevil. They are all New York based heroes. And in Marvel comics, they hardly got out of New York. And then when they do, they spin off into a failed comic like the West Coast Avengers or the Great Lakes Avengers. But that is the Great Lakes Avengers is where Squirrel Girl came from. They're probably heroes with the base of operation. Yeah, they have the Baxter Building. The Baxter Building is in New York. It's weird that Doom and Spider-Man wouldn't deal with it. No. Doom and Spider-Man dealt with each other all the time. But you gotta remember, Doom does not come to New York all the time. Doom is based in Latveria because he's the king there, right? So he's always in Latveria, and if he comes to New York, it'll only be in the at the Latvian embassy. So Fantastic Four is based in New York, but not Doom. Doom is in Latveria because, like I said, he's the king there. And as much as he is a dictator, he is a somewhat good king. Like, the Latvians do love him, but he does rule with an iron fist, literally. And looks like in the future he'll be ruling with an Iron Man fist. Take that, everyone. Take that. That's all for you guys. And cue Shat screaming bloody murder in 4, 3, 2. Just kidding. Someone benevolent dictator. Yes, exactly. That one hurts me. It's fine, no. You're fine, chat. You're good. But anyway, back to Deadpool and Wolverine. Awesome movie. Will be up there for me as one of the best superhero movies because of fun. It is not because of the plot. It is definitely because of the characters, but mostly because of the fun level that I got out of it. I mean, they brought back her from that horrible movie. They brought her back from that horrible movie. And they made her a badass. They finally made her a badass. The badass that she was supposed to be back during the horrible movies. All the redemption arc. The one thing I gotta say, and I'm gonna spoil this character because Pending already knows about it. Why didn't Ryan Reynolds acknowledge the fact that Blade and him has met before? That he's met Blade before? Why didn't Ryan Reynolds say anything about that? I was so sad. I was expecting that. Now, I was spoiled about Blade's appearance thanks to a YouTube Shorts. A YouTube Shorts thumbnail. Not the shorts. I would never click a Deadpool and Wolverine shorts because I don't want to get spoiled. But the thumbnail spoiled me. But anyway. So I expected Blade in there. And I was like, okay, cool. I hope that knowing Ryan Reynolds, he's gonna say something about it. But then he didn't. He didn't. Then some stars from the MCU get like super pissed because their scenes got cut out. No. Josh Brolin was sad that they never called him to replay Cable, or at least cameo as Cable. And I believe, who was it? There was Halle Berry. Halle Berry was also pissed because Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife, said that she would love to say that that she talked to Halle Berry and talk about like Halle Berry making like an appearance in the movie, but Ryan Reynolds never called her. So yeah, they got pissed because of that. I don't know if Josh Brolin is pissed. I know that Josh Brolin was in a podcast interview, seemed upset that he never got a call to replay Cable. or at least cameo as Cable. Close enough. But anyway, I was sad that Blade appeared and Ryan Reynolds / Deadpool said nothing about Blade and Ryan Reynolds meeting in the past. I mean, come on. He's Deadpool. He can totally make a comment about that. Because Ryan Reynolds, for those who don't know, was in the worst Blade movie, Blade 3, Blade Trinity. Ryan Reynolds was in the worst Blade movie, fighting Blade. And he could have made a comment about that. Did he try to ice skate up to skate ice up a hill? No, that's the worst superhero movie. Not the worst Blade movie. I was so sad when I went, because like I said, I knew Blade was gonna be in the movie, because I got spoiled with that. Pending also got spoiled with that. And I was like, okay, at least I'll get to see Ryan Reynolds make a joke about, you know, how they met together before. But no, nothing. I wonder if Ryan Reynolds even remember he was in the Blade movie. Looking forward to the Blade game. There's a Blade game coming. I'm looking for. Oh, but also there was there was a joke about how there was like what 5 Juggernauts or something. It wasn't 5 Juggernauts. It was 5 someone else. I forgot which character. And then has been in a fair few. Yeah, he has been. And then Blade was like, I'm the one and only Blade. There's never gonna be anyone other than me. And then Ryan Reynolds was looking at the camera going like, Marvel already planned a Blade movie starring Marshall Ali. So it's a Dishonored style game. And oh, yo, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. And the thing is, the Marshall Ali Blade has been teased inside the MCU before. At the end of the forgotten movie Eternals. Nobody even remembers that movie. In the Eternals, when Kit Harington, who played Dane something, or the Black, who's gonna be the Black Knight, he saw the cursed blade of the Black Knight, the ebony blade, and then when he was looking at it, this was a after credits thing, by the way. When I was looking at it, Blade's voice was like, Marshall Ali as Blade was like saying like, it's a dangerous blade or something like that. I forgot what he said, but it was like, it's a dangerous blade. You sure you want to do that? I was like, are you sure you want to take the responsibility? But anyway, yeah, so Blade, the MCU Blade at least, was already introduced. Oh, by the way, that's another character, that's another person right there. Marshall Ali inside the Luke Cage TV series, the Netflix TV series, already played Black Mamba. Was it Black Mamba? I forgot which character it was. He already played one of the bad guys in there. So, and they casted him as Blade. And thanks to some of the thanks to Spider-Man, thanks to several other movies and TV series, the Netflix universe apparently now is canon and part of the MCU. Maybe. I guess we'll just depend. It'll depend on the upcoming Daredevil Born Again series, movies. I don't know, and see where they bring that to see whether the Netflix series is canon or not. If it is, though, If it is though, Iron Fist will be canon. That was a horrible series. That was a horrible series. Like, I loved Jessica Jones. I I I love Jessica Jones. I love Daredevil. I'm actually okay with Luke Cage season 1. I haven't seen season 2. Punisher season 1 was actually pretty fun too. I didn't see season 2. But Iron Fist, that was a horrible series. That was a horrible series. There was no redeeming quality to that series. Well, maybe Colleen Wing. Colleen Wing was actually pretty good in that series. Colleen Wing was the only thing good from that series. You. But yeah, so anyway. Some good stuff in Deadpool that I legit really am happy to see. I was really happy to see. The movie was really good. I think it's a great love letter to the old 90s/2000 superhero movies of Fox. That would be so funny. I mean, they mentioned the Punisher, right? They mentioned the Punisher, and there was like 5 Punishers. There was like the old Dolph Lundgren Punisher from 1990, and then there was the Thomas Jane Punisher, the best one, by the way. Thomas Jane was the best Punisher. That was the Thomas Jane Punisher. He played Punisher so well in such a badly written movie. Capcom is not canon in the MCU. Really? I didn't know that. But anyway, yeah. So he played the best Punisher. Thomas Jane played the best Punisher in a badly written Punisher movie. But the way he plays Punisher was the best. So anyway, that was that Punisher, and that was this one Punisher from this guy who was like in Spartacus, I think, the Spartacus TV series. Big burly guy. He played Punisher. He had the Punisher look down pat, but he didn't play him as good as Thomas Jane did. Because the Thomas Jane Punisher was just out of this world. He brought the Punisher, the atmosphere of being the Punisher so well. And then there was the John Bernthal Punisher from the Netflix series, which was okay. I think, okay, John Bernthal did a good job as the Punisher, but he still did not do it as well as Thomas Jane did. The Thomas Jane Punisher was just perfect. He just embodied Frank Castle, man. Thomas Jane embodied Frank Castle so well as a character. I hated the way the movie was plotted. I hated the way the Punisher movie was plotted. But I loved Thomas Jane as the Punisher. Also, I think I made Mint's boobs too big. Komen na, Minto. I hated the way that movie was written. But the way there was no way you can hate the way Thomas Jane played Frank Castle, because he embodied Frank Castle so well, and to this day, he's still the best Frank Castle for me. Oh yeah, Frank Castle was the one that they were talking about, like when they were like when they took out the rocket launcher, and then Deadpool asked, "Where'd you get that from?" And then that other character was like, "The Punisher. It's the Punisher's 84 AAT4," and then he was like, Deadpool was like, "Which Punisher? There's like 5 of them." Man, if they brought back, just making a joke about Capcom during. Okay. I thought maybe in Capcom versus Marvel, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange mentioned something about MCU or something. Man, I would have loved it if they called Thomas Jane back to play Frank Castle for a bit. What if they did, but he got cut out? Anyway, that aside, there's nothing I don't love about this movie. I love every bit of it. The epic showdown of Wolverine and Deadpool inside a Honda Odyssey. I was just like, you want to fight? We'll give you a fight in the crampest space ever. And oh shoot, that X-Men 1 cameo. Oh god damn it, I almost forgot about the X-Men 1 cameo. I won't say who it is, because I was almost in tears for that one, because I thought that dude played the best of that character, but they never called him back to play the character because he's just a wrestler. So when they called him back for this one, I was like, yes, he's back! My boy's back! I just love it. I'm being vague on purpose, because this is one of those that you wouldn't really see a spoiler for, because nobody really said anything about it, because it was like a small cameo, but it was a great small cameo that I enjoyed. For those who wants to know, it is when the Mad Max scene happened, and a rival of one of the main characters popped up. And they got the same actor back from the first movie. It was so good. I loved it so much. Oh, I'm still gushing over this damn movie, even after the whole day. I just can't help it though. It's so much fun. It tickles all my fanboy bone. Back when I was a fanboy. Back when I was a sad little fanboy who wishes for a good comic book movie but never got any. But has to make do with whatever's on hand. And hate every single fiber of it. But have to just say, this is what we got. This is what we got. I'm just gonna accept it. This movie was clearly made for. It really was made for me. And I know people are gonna be like, but it was not a good movie though, was it? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. But it does its thing. It does its job. It does its job. It gives both Wolverine and Deadpool a good character arc. That was surprising to me, that they actually managed to give Wolverine a character arc that was actually good and decent. Considering that this is a new Wolverine, not one that was established through all the years in the movies. And come on, as a fanboy, at the end, when he just put it on, I'm not gonna say what it is, but when he just put it on, I swoon. At the climatic scene, when he put it on, I just not climatic scene, the pre-climax scene, the one where on the streets with the bus. It looked so cool. It did. Oh, it was just like, oh, this is the best. This is the best. And oh, another thing that I love. This one I don't care. I will spoil it even if you never saw it. Because this one's at the beginning of the movie anyway, so there's a little montage. And also a salute to the comics of the different Wolverines that have appeared throughout the years. Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. They have the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine with the scraggly hair. The nub hand. The one hand being like casted in like adamantium casing because it's a nub. It got cut off. And the scraggly hair. And of course, like Argama said earlier, comic accurate Wolverine. This is something that I mentioned in the stream before. How if they did comic accurate Wolverine, he'll be short, and it'll be like, yeah, this is the short kings, yo. Comic accurate Wolverine was so cool. And they still put in what do you call it? Hugh Jackman's face on it. And yes, and it was really cool to see it in live action, like the one on the cross. And I don't know why they did it, but Cavalry, I don't was Cavill, was he supposed to be playing Wolverine? Because I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that scene. Like, what is the joke behind that? Why Cavill? No, I know it's Cavill. I know it's Henry Cavill. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, why him? Like, was he supposed to take over as Wolverine back when Hugh Jackman said that he's retired? He's retiring as Wolverine? Was he a fan favorite to play Wolverine? I don't know why they chose him. Like, I've never heard anything about Cavill being casted as Wolverine. We all know he's Superman. A decent Superman still, though. It's hard for me to accept a brooding Superman. I think Cavill has the look, the Superman look down pat. But being a brooding Superman just makes no sense to me. Maybe, yeah, no, maybe it was just an FU to DC. Because DC, Warner Brothers really shoot the pooch with Cavill. Because they got a guy who looks down pat as a great looking Superman. He does the work, as in the workout, to get the body. He does the physique. He does all the great stuff. He's also a great actor, by the way. Cavill is a great actor. But making him brooding? Drop the ball. That's the word. Making him a brooding Superman? Really? Really? Though I blame Snyder for that. Snyder just has a thing for brooding. Look at freaking Watchmen. I mean, to be fair though, Watchmen is a brooding movie. So that one worked. That one worked. But Superman? Superman. You want to take Superman and make him brooding, and then you get angry when fans say that that's not Superman. Seriously. He's also a huge nerd. Exactly, he's also a huge nerd. And he built his own PC, like I do. Yay! I'm basically a short Henry Cavill. I'm a comic accurate Henry Cavill. I work out. Hold on. How are you seeing my hand from over there? I'm just gonna put you down, okay, buddy? All right, there you go. Giving the guy who said I wasn't really into comics because I would see them and ask, "Was all the sex and violence?" I was broken like that. Superman was a choice. Yeah, you're right. Ugh, Snyder was such a bad choice to give a Superman movie to. Though, you know, Warner Bros. Was like, he brings in money. People loved Watchmen. But people love Watchmen because it works for Snyder with Snyder's view. And even then, I didn't like Snyder's Watchmen. Like, I think it's a well-made movie. But I don't think it's Watchmen. It's not Moore's Watchmen. He didn't get the right, feel for it. Moore's Watchmen was way more like nuanced than what the movie was surface level stuff. Super surface. I'm not talking about the Kraken. Yeah, sorry about that. And I'm not talking about the change of the Kraken with like a beam from the space. Like, fine, you want to make it so that it doesn't look silly, but the point is to make it look silly, you know? It was supposed to be a Kraken because it was supposed to be unbelievable. That was what it's supposed to be. That it's like a beam from space doesn't make it look silly and make it look serious, but at the same time, it negates the idea behind why Ozymandias chose to pull out a Kraken to destroy New York. Doesn't include the scene of Rorschach break into Night Owl's house to eat beans in the middle of the night. Automatically 0 out of 10. Yeah, no, Thunderchar's right. That's the fate of VTuber hands. They tend to have a mind of its own as time goes on. A VTuber's hand is Skynet. Oh god, is that reference like too nerdy now? Like to the point where even nerds of today doesn't even understand that anymore because they don't watch Terminator, or when they do watch Terminator, it's like Dark Fate, which is a horrible movie. Oh wait, no, Dark Fate is actually okay. Dark Fate is actually an okay movie. Genesis was a horrible movie. Not that Dark Fate was a good movie, it was an okay Terminator movie. But when you compare to Judgment Day, Dark Fate was like meh. But Genesis, ugh. What were you thinking? It's so funny that when you think about it, Genesis was the studio's attempt to hey, evening Mako Bravo, welcome to the stream. Genesis was the studio's attempt to reset the Terminator franchise by making it all about time travel and resetting things here and there, so that they can try to push out more Terminator movies with new actors without people relying on Arnold. And the movie failed so bad because it was such a blatant attempt. The problem is, studios, movie studios, I know you're listening. I know you're watching, because you just can't help but watch another superhero VTuber and try to steal ideas from them. The problem is, movie studios, when your attempt to make a cash cow is obvious, people can tell, and nobody will like it. All new things for Terminator that have never been done before. Time travel. I mean, when I say time travel, I mean, like, you know, they traveled forward instead of backwards this time. And they tried to reset everything, like make a younger Sarah Connor with a younger Kyle Reese, trying to give like a different Terminator. The thing is, you can't, it won't work if you do it with a plot that is obviously just trying to be a cash cow. Just trying, because it's obvious. Everybody knows, everybody watched it knows that all you wanted to do was reset the whole thing so that you can pump out more movies in that franchise with new younger actors. And you know, people can tell with the plot you did. People can tell. Like, if you want to do a reset, you either do a hard reset, forget everything that happened before, and just make a whole new thing, or you integrate the reset into the plot, but don't make it an obvious cash grab thingy. Make it a good plot with good characters and good story. How do you want to achieve that? That's where you pay money to good writers. That's where you pay money to good writers, movie studios. But if you do something that's obviously just trying to reset the whole thing so that you can try to make a new franchise with younger actors, people can tell. People are not gonna like it. But yeah, Terminator, that's another franchise that went to shit. It's about pleasing the suits, don't you know? You know how you please the suits? By making a good movie that makes money. That's how you please the suits. Sitting in a boardroom discussing how to reinvent things and coming back to the core concept. People know when they're being sold something. Yep, exactly. Suits, let the creatives be creative. I mean, you gotta rein it in as well. You can't let them be too creative, or they'll come up with something so ridiculous. It's just gonna be embarrassing. But at the same time, you gotta let the creatives be creative. Reel in from time to time, but don't reel in everything. But make sure that they do a good story. And Suits, don't try to approve the good story. You guys know shit about good stories, okay? Most of the Suits just think like, ooh, look at this exciting moment. Ooh, look at that exciting moment. This is gonna bring us money because it's all excitement. Exciting moments means people will love it, right? That's all they think about. So that's all they're gonna think. So they're gonna fail horribly. So Suits, sit down, give the money, and shut up. And have like another guy that's also creative to look over the scripts so that the writers don't go too crazy. And guess what? When you have a good movie with a good plot, an entertaining plot done by good writers who's not just trying to like wank themselves with what they think is good because they have like a narcissistic view of things, you will get the money because a good movie brings in money. That's why something like Deadpool vs. Wolverine works, even though obviously it is something of the same and almost a reset thing, a presentation of Deadpool into the MCU, resetting most of what the Fox franchise have done, giving a new Wolverine and he's gonna be playing Wolverine until he's 90. Until you're 90. And done in a fun way where people can enjoy the movie and continue to give you money that you want because it's a good movie written well with love and not narcissism. Slight narcissism, but not full narcissism. Creatives is always a good idea to lie to producers and investors. It's like, yeah. That's what we're gonna put. All these boring stuff. We're gonna put them in there because that's what you guys want, right? And then do a whole different movie. That's what the producers wanted. Creativity not allowed. They must work within the stringent mandate we created to keep the brand pure while they control every impulse. Back this idea. Yes, I can. I am a creative person who was behind the core visual concept of Marry Me, a popular Hollywood movie starring Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez. So I was not credited. Oh, the idea of lying to executives. Okay. 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 Say that I want to pitch a new. I am not gonna say Back to the Future, even though that's my favorite movie franchise ever made. But I'm not gonna say that because I don't want. I don't want, like, this is on the internet. I know that the probability of me getting viral is like 0.0000000000001%, but just in case that actually 0.00000000001% happened, I'm not gonna say Back to the Future. So let's say Jurassic Park. I want to do a reset of Jurassic Park. Back to the island. None of this Jurassic World crap. So we're gonna do a story. Owen Thundergun will be there. Why not? Let's just put Owen Thundergun in there, but only as a cameo. Maybe he'll go there. It's a me, Owen. When I do reference, I go deep. Anyway, we'll have Owen Thundergun cameo, but the plot will be mostly rounding up these dinosaurs to put them back in the island because the world is in chaos thanks to all the dinosaurs all over, thanks to Jurassic World, thanks to the horrible Jurassic World movies The world is in chaos. And then there's poachers. Poachers killing dinosaurs all over the place. Bad thing. Bad thing. So for the good of the dinosaurs, they have to round them up and put them on a big island down in Sulawesi or Indonesia somewhere, just to make sure that they can first A, keep the dinosaurs safe from poachers, B, keep the world safe from the dinosaurs. Now, of course, there's flying dinosaurs and there's swimming dinosaurs. So they have to make sure that it's contained. So they have to build a big ass aquarium like place and all that. But there's gonna be like people who's gonna be against this, because they think the dinosaurs should roam free, because you know, they feel like the dinosaurs are living creatures. But the thing is, they don't know how bad the poachers, how bad it is with the poachers all poaching dinosaurs and everything. So we're gonna have like a team led by Owen Thundergun, Chris Pratt, who is by this time is sort of like not washed up, but almost like a retired merc. But they needed his help. The team, there's this new team who wanted to save the dinosaurs, needs his help. So they call him up, they bring him back, and then he was like, let's call Alan Grant. So we bring back Sam Neill. We bring back Sam Neill. We dig up his grave. No, Sam Neill's still alive. But we bring back Sam Neill. But I'm gonna go against the grain and piss off nerds by not bringing back Ian Malcolm. We won't have Ian Malcolm in the movie, but we will have him. What's his actor's name again? That guy. Oh God, what's his name? Ian Malcolm. Played by Jeff Goldblum. Oh God, can't believe I forgot Jeff Goldblum's name, of all people to forget. Bring back Nedry. Nedry's dead. How do you bring him back? But anyway, we won't have Ian Malcolm in the movie, but we will have. Yeah, I know. That's why I was. Did it fuse with dinosaurs? But we will bring back Ian Malcolm. We will bring back Jeff Goldblum in voice only. That's how much I'm gonna piss off the nerds. I want to piss off the nerds on purpose. In the end, freaking Ian Malcolm is just a mathematician. Why would you need him to hunt dinosaurs? Nothing. You don't need him at all. He's just a chaos theory guy. A guy that talks about chaos theory over and over, and is just a mathematician. He shouldn't be hunting dinosaurs. Even if to keep them safe. He should, however, consult them and give his like ideas and theories. And he can't do that over the phone. So we're gonna hire Jeff Goldblum just to talk on the phone. Literally, Jeff, literally, phone it in. Just literally phone it in. We will bring Jeff Goldblum to the movie set though. We will bring him to the movie set, have him sit in the booth to simulate the phone call. he'll be in like making off, like behind the scene camera videos and photos. Yeah, it was so smart with that cameo. Jurassic Resurrection. Yeah, the one of him talking in Congress. It's so. I mean, I guess. I mean, he had like one interaction with John Hammond. You know, one. That one time interaction with John Hammond. That's it. He didn't have anything more than that. So why is he talking in Congress about all these dinosaurs being all over the world? It makes no sense. He's a mathematician. 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 Mathematician? Mathematician? I don't even care anymore. So, no. We're not gonna bring back Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum will bring you back as a voice. Just to appease the nerd or piss them off even more. One or the other. I'll be happy with one or the other. I don't appreciate the nerds. Anyway, that's the plot I would make, right? We'll come up with like a good plot. And the thing is, Owen Thundergun would just be there as a side character, not a main character. No, we will put freaking Chris Pratt as a side character. We'll put a new younger guy as a main character. Maybe Eddie Redmayne or that guy from Dune. We'll put them as the main character. Owen Thundergun will just be there as a side character. As much as I hate to say it to you guys, Jurassic World is now too old. It's not too old. Now we gotta hand it off to new kids now. Maybe Adam Driver. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Maybe Adam Driver. Maybe we'll get Adam Driver to be the new Jurassic World, Jurassic Park guy, Jurassic Universe guy. Anyway, that aside. So that's the plot, right? But of course, I can't say that to the executives because they're not gonna see money. They're just gonna see like, wait, what's happening though? Is it just gonna be them looking for dinosaurs and then bringing them back to the island while being chased by like activists who wants the dinosaurs to be free but is getting killed, and also by poachers who wants the dinosaur to be free so that they can continue poaching dinosaurs and selling dinosaur bones? It's like, yes. No. That's not it. That's not how the plot's gonna be. When I say to the executives, I'm like, no, it's not like that. No. The movie's just gonna be about Chris Pratt fighting off a bunch of poachers while riding horseback on a T-Rex. It's mostly gonna be that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You know that scene where Chris Pratt was like riding a motorcycle with like raptors running beside him, and how cool that scene is? Be like that, but he's on a T-Rex and going like crazy, hitting like fighting poachers and all these other things that's trying to stop them, including another dinosaur. And then the executives were like, oh, that's great. Chris Pratt is gonna be like riding a T-Rex. It's not gonna happen in the movie. Riding a T-Rex? I was like, yes, exactly. I was like, okay, green light, here's money. And we're not gonna do that at all. In fact, Chris Pratt is not even gonna touch a dinosaur. You stay away from the dinosaurs, Chris Pratt. And that's how I would lie to the executives. This is all to answer Thunder Charge's question about how I would lie to the executives. That's how I'll do it. You love it? So we're gonna have like a good movie with a plot, a simple plot but great characters, because we're gonna be introducing new characters, and we're not gonna focus only on Owen Thundergun. We'll be focusing on all these characters as they all try to hunt dinosaurs, not to kill them but to capture them, to bring them to safety on an island. So it'll be like a lot of good human moments between them, but it'll be also be like Furiosa, like Mad Max. Like no, Mad Max, not Mad Max Furiosa, Fury Road, like Fury Road, where it'll be a non-stop chase all over the world, trying to round up the dinosaurs. Of course, the dinosaurs are gonna fight back. They don't want to get captured, but they don't know any better, so they're gonna fight back. Truly a life pill. You're riding the raptor like it's a motorcycle, fighting another guy riding a dinosaur like it's another motorcycle. You see, it's gotta be a deep philosophical look at everybody gang the violence using dinosaurs. So give me the money. Chris Pratt will have a dance off with a T-Rex. A dance off, buddy. At this point, there will be a new rule on the internet. If you have a character, it will probably be voiced by Chris Pratt. Exactly. But I'm gonna change the world by having Chris Pratt there as a side character. Chris Pratt, I love you, buddy. I love you since freaking Parks and Rec. I watched Parks and Rec because of you, buddy. I honestly did. I love Chris Pratt so much in Parks and Rec that I watched that for him. I watched that series to see more Chris Pratt. But buddy, they're overusing you. They are overusing you that I cannot abide by this whole everything has to have Chris Pratt rule in Hollywood right now. They are overusing you even more than they did Brad Pitt when Brad Pitt was big. So I'm sorry, buddy. I love Chris Pratt. I really do. I think he's a great guy, fun character actor. Well, actually, is he a character actor? I guess he's not really a character actor, isn't he? Because he just plays himself. I mean, he can play like different versions of himself, but in the end, he plays himself. So I can't call him a character actor. Brad Pitt is a character actor, but Chris Pratt, not really. But that aside, buddy, love ya. Can't stand by you. Cannot stand by you. And oh, wait a minute, the skirt is different. Oh, I made a mistake. I thought it was a one skirt thing. It is more than that. How did I not see this when I was inking it? Chris Pratt, great actor, fun guy. Though he did, I don't know what happened between him and his ex-wife, but that was sad. Anna Faris, by the way, I'm talking about Anna Faris, his ex-wife. And Anna Faris was with him back when he was a fat schlub. When he was Andy Dwyer on Parks and Rec, he was a fat schlub. But Anna Faris was already married to him. But for some weird reason, something happened. They divorced. I don't think anybody cheated on anybody. I think it was just a mutual separation thing. Still sad. But they divorced. And don't remember who Chris Pratt is dating now. I know he's dating someone, but I can't remember who. But anyway, other than that though, still a good guy. Still a fun guy to talk to. To watch, not talk to. I never talked to him. To watch. Can't hate Chris Pratt. That's all I can say. But overused in Hollywood. He is overused. He is in too many movies, especially nerdy movies. Like, what were you thinking of what were you thinking of making him Garfield? It makes no sense. I don't know. I don't even know if he did a good job as Garfield because I never saw the movie. But still a fun guy to watch. But I would never put him as the main character if we were to do this Jurassic. What do I call it? Jurassic. Jurassic Universe. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong layer. Jurassic Return. Ooh. Jurassic Comeback. Nah, I like Return better. Did anyone watch Garfield? Why was he Mario? Popularity. No, I heard he was a pretty good Mario, so I can't say anything about that. I heard it was actually I still haven't watched the movie, by the way. I still have not watched the Mario movie, but I heard like he did a pretty good job as Mario. But I also heard that people say as much as he did a good job as Mario, he was just playing himself. No more Chris Pratt, huh? So we use Dwayne. No, that one's even older, even more overused. No, Chris Pratt was more. Chris Pratt's like crazy overused. And Dwayne Johnson has way too much clause in his contract. Chris Pratt is just over imagination. Yes, he is. Have you drawn her before? I've drawn her before, but never drew her up to her skirt down here. So this is my first time drawing up to her skirt down here. And plus, this is her new costume, yo. This is her return costume, which is new, which is unlike her old costume. You didn't see it because we were talking about Deadpool vs. Wolverine. But I like Anna Faris acting back in scary movies. Yeah, no, Anna Faris is a funny girl. She's a funny woman. I do love watching me some Anna Faris movies. You know, I've only realized that the entire time you're drawing, I don't think you've ever mentioned Mint. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. I did. Because we started talking about the Deadpool and Wolverine, and it just never stopped. So, Mint Fantome. What can I say about her? Lovely woman. Really fun to watch. I also loved her when she was someone else. Who was she, Asu? Shut up. Shut up and sit back down. Don't ever ask me that question ever again. Don't you dare deny. Don't you dare fight back. You shut up and you sit back down. Has she seen that woman, Rory? She might have, I don't know. Stop living in a fairy tale and talk about who she is now. I will never talk about who she is now. Oh no, you mean who she is now is Mint Fantome. Well, she's Mint Fantome. She's a great streamer slash VTuber. Very fun. Watched her from the beginning. No, not beginning. Okay, I didn't watch her from the beginning, but I did watch her early on. And I became a fan. Huge fan. The first time I knew about her was because my friend Frysen invited me to an Among Us collab. I still say collab. That Mint was in. That Among Us collab that Frysen invited me to. Mint Fantome was in it. We interacted a little bit in that collab. And I had a lot of fun finding out about her. And I was like, yeah, no. I like this girl. I want to see more of her. So then I started watching her streams and became a fan. Mint Fantome. And then she had a graduation. She had a graduation. And I was legit sad. And you know that I'm sad about a graduation when I draw that character. When I draw that character for that graduation, you know I'm super sad about it. This happened with Coco Kiryu. Recently happened with Aqua. And Mint Fantome was one of those that I did. I did a drawing of Mint Fantome for her graduation. Imagine my surprise when I heard her voice again on a fairy. When I say fairy, I meant F-A-I-R-Y and not F-E-R-R-Y. Imagine my elation in finding out that she's back, baby. She was literally the only one that I continually watch in that group. When she came back in that group, she was the only one that I continually watch every chance I get. Because in the end, she's the only one that actually was fun. I tried the other two. They're fine, but it's not my cup of tea. The other two was never my cup of tea. But she was the cup of tea that I wanted. The cup of tea. You loved her before she graduated, but you always a little uncomfy in really big. I understand. Absolutely understand. I will miss you, Thundercharge, when I became a 5,000 viewer, Andy. I will miss you the most. I'm just so sorry. Oh, hold on a second. I missed a bunch of chat. Hold on. Same. I like Chris Pratt. I love how he played Barley from Onward, and I kind of like how he played Mario. My God, he's everywhere now. Yeah. I saw your eyes widen as you realize. Yeah, no. I was really like, oh my God, I never talked about me the whole time. Whoops. Stop living in the fair. Okay, especially here in Latam, because there is a meme with a picture of him. It says "El fin se acerca." The end is what? Why would they say that with his face? Yes, some person also flies around. I watched her since she debuted. Those old collabs seem so quaint with how the members went afterwards. I know, right? If she came back from after graduation, does that mean she came back for more education? Not really. She was I'll say that she came back. What would you call it? Because it is a graduation. Would you call it a re-education? Because graduation does mean a finish of education. Huh. That's actually interesting. That's something to think about. She was on a boat? Dear God! Not the boat! Meet a great fairy, though. No, silly, a fairy, I think. Now, they were, they know, they just joke, they're just playing around, they're just playing along with the joke. I loved her before she graduated on company video extreme. I don't know, I'm a fairy, but I think she do make a good fairy attendant. I'm jealous. Beyond like 2K viewers, becomes like a little difficult for me to want to watch, to actively watch. Be able to watch when you get famous XJs? No, why? Thundercharge, I'm gonna miss you so much if you don't watch me anymore. That was a meme as everywhere. Yeah, education sounds really bad though. Yeah, I know, you're right. I've mostly seen it called un-graduation. Back to school. Oh my god. No, I can't use that this year. But that's an idea for next year. I have a different idea for this year, but that's an idea for next year. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I knew talking to you guys will revitalize my creativity. This is why I stream. But that's for next year. That's for next year. And this is what I watch. Oh man, you know my plan. Okay, I got some news. The application for to go to Japan, to study in Japan, so far doing okay. Finding out that I don't have to pay in one lump sum and have like installments for it is also making it better. Like, it's looking good. It's looking good. So I might be able to move to Japan. The moving to Japan looks like it's gonna work next year. And Bombi's gonna be there. Bombi's gonna be there. She says that she'll try her best to help me acclimate to, I was supposed to say acclimate to Japan, and she's gonna introduce me to like a bunch of like you know, board game groups and stuff. It's, I'm excited. I'm excited. So that's gonna be fun. If it works, if it happens, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Here's the thing. Bombi knows certain people. That knows other people. That knows other people. That also knows other people. That knows some great people. I'm not saying I want that to happen. I don't want it to happen. I don't want to be popular to the point where, but I'm just saying that it might occur that I might hang out or, you know, be introduced to certain people that has certain level of popularity. Though I would never you know, use that to lift myself up. But I think if such hanging out does occur, I would be happy. I just want to hang out. I just want to hang out. I don't care if or whether or not anything comes out of it. I just want to hang out with these people. And if it does occur, I will be pretty freaking happy. That I can say. I know some people that don't know me. Wait, that sounds like stock, I promise. I don't want this. I don't really want a spotlight though. Forget about some little people. You know I'd never forget you. Everything I hear about her makes her sound like she's... Oh, she is. Bombi's a wonderful, wonderful person. She is all about making you happy and making you feel welcome. When I was there in Japan and Bombi was around, and I hung out with Bombi one night, only one night, because she was pretty busy, so she can't hang out for more than one night. But she made sure that one night was super fun for me. And she made sure in just that one night that she shows a lot of awesome stuff. I saw Gojira because of her. Now, when I say saw Gojira, I don't mean the movie. I meant Gojira the monster. I saw it. It was freaking awesome. Japan is so nerdy. Japan is so nerdy. This kind of looks like she's angry, doesn't it? With the eyebrow like that. Nope, still angry. A little better, but maybe a bit more. What is wrong with my angle view here? Much better. Oh dang, too high. I finally got the angle right, but then I drew it too high. There you go. Now she doesn't look angry. Kind of makes it a little, but it's not super noticeable. Yep, but now she's not angry anymore. Yay! The statue, yes, it's the statue, the Gojira statue over in in Kabukicho. All my shenanigans are memorable enough. It is, Chad. Come on, you're one of my best friends. You're one of my VTuber best friends. There's no way I'd forget you ever. I know. Oh wait, here's realize Cat Angie probably doesn't know who we're talking about. We mean Beretta Bombshell. She's an American game developer and VTuber living in Japan. Ah, yeah, you're right. Sorry, Cat Angie. I'm talking about a friend of mine that's like we've known each other for the past 5.5 years. I made up my man Mari turns out to be an SSR. Wait, she's SSR as well? Oh, interesting. Oh, among the first EN VTubers, she's been friends with Ace. You had a lot of friends and friends. Yep. 3 SSR in this banner. That's crazy. That's crazy. So many silly statues out in Japan. It's so. That's what I'm saying. Japan. Japan, you be so nerdy. You be so nerdy. Your government gave you budget to make a life-size Gundam. Your government gave you money to make a life-size Gundam. You nerdy people. You nerdy politicians. You do not forget me. I'll be sure to eat less food types. It's fine. I'm not one of those who's forcing you to eat food anyway. I'm like, you haven't eaten a bagel? That's fine. Live your life, chat. I know I play along with Harune and Pending about that, but you know me. I'm not about like to tell you what you should, I should not do, buddy. I'm gonna miss the life-size moving Gundam. It's over, yeah. Can never hear Murray and not think of Murray Fox. I've been brain rotted. Saw a picture of the Gundam tattoo from Bombshell in Sweden. It seemed like it required. It is. I went. The thing is, they made 2 Gundam. They didn't just make 1. They made 2. Gundam Unicorn and Gundam 0078, the first Gundam. They gave money to make 2 life-size Gundam. Life-size! And it's majestic. I went to see the Gundam Unicorn while I was in Japan. I didn't see 0078 because that one's way over in Yokohama, and that's too far for me to go when I was there. But I saw the Gundam Unicorn. Oh, such a majestic sight. Oh, the nerd boy in me was just I was flying. I was flying in cloud 99. Even if he forgets pending level. I do wish for SSR Murray Fox too. Wait, China has a life-size Strike Gundam? When did that happen? Did China... Why am I saying China like I'm Donald Trump? Did China have like a jealousy streak over Japan and decide to make their own life-size Gundam? Don't go too high in the sky, we might lose you. Did China do a little bit of thing where they wanna do their own Gundam? If I know about Gundam, I'd pay America to make our own Gundam too. Freedom Gundam? Still, it's a Gundam. Whether it's Strike or Freedom, it's a Gundam. Those things are not cheap to make. Is that a question? China's not famous for creative. You know what? You're right. You're right. I forgot that China has their own Disneyland. You are correct, sir. Anyway, Minto, Dano. Let's get her shading then. Did China get jealous and made their own gacha? Yes, they did. They wanna do the best gacha. But we here in America, we're gonna show them all and made the world's best gacha ever made. We're gonna gacha for presidency this November. Everybody pull for the best president. Me. The 5-star SSR president. You don't get better president than me, folks. You excited, Thunder Charge? You excited to pull your gacha this November? Which SSR you gonna get? This November. I think Thunder Charge might be the only American in this chat right now. I'm remembering what short circuit. Sometimes I'm surprised by people's creativity. A few hours ago, I read a ZZZ fanfic on AO3. I might be, which is funny. Hey. The other SSR, 5-star A rank SSR might be the one to be pulled, right? From the looks of it. The other SSR, the other 5-star A rank SSR that did a great choice of an wait, did I say A rank? I mean S rank. That made a great A rank choice for her running mate might be the one to be chosen, right? Might be the one to be pulled. America might actually do a good gacha this time. Appreciate fanfics that don't take themselves too seriously. I did one. Okay, I was in a group of fanfic writers back in, I believe, 2000. I want to say 2005, maybe 6. Hey Zen, welcome to the stream. 2005 or 2006? Oh god, that's almost 20 years ago. That's almost 20 years ago. Oh god. My brain's dying. Anyway, it's basically like this group of fanfic writers where they do a sort of like connected world fanfic where they would combine, where they would like have like all these characters from these IP written in a fanfic, but they're all written in the same world. I was in two groups of that, by the way. One is Suikoden, and another one is Capcom. Was it Capcom? Yeah, Capcom. A Capcom fanfic group where you would be writing fanfics for certain characters in that universe. You'll be writing your own fanfic, your own stories, but it'll be in this shared universe together with all these other fanfic writers, and you can have crossovers or references that references to other fanfic written by other people. It was really fun, but a lot of coordinating, especially when you want to do a big event in the storyline. Especially when a big event and storyline is happening in that universe, and everybody has to start coordinating with each other and sort of like figure out like, okay, how would you you take this part, I'll take this part, then we'll try to write our parts and then play off each other's stories, while also keeping in mind that your story is still continuing. So I did one for Suikoden, this JRPG group. Really fun game, by the way. Suikoden, by the way, they're releasing Suikoden 1 and 2. They're re-releasing Suikoden 1 and 2 on Steam. I'm so excited. I want to play Suikoden 1 and 2 again. So, anyway, the Capcom one. The character I chose is Jeddah from Night Stalkers. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster Gate Rune and Dunan Unification is on my wish list. I want you to come out soon, please. Oh god, I want to play this game again. Anyway, back to my story. And I played the character I chose was Jeddah from Night Stalkers slash Darkstalkers. No, wait. Darkstalkers? Darkstalkers. No, wait. Darkstalkers. 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 Darkstalkers? Darkstalkers. Okay. Or in Japan, it's called the Vampire series, because it was like it was like Vampire, Vampire Savior, Vampire Hunter, then Vampire Savior. Why did I say Night Stalkers? Oh, because the second game was Darkstalkers Night Warriors. Anyway, so I chose Jeddah, and at this point, Vampire Savior just came out, right? So a lot of people don't really know how Jeddah's character is yet. I don't even know how Jeddah's character is yet. So, so I made him into something akin to a car salesman. Always, like, you know, yapping business, pulling out jokes, almost like a Joker character. Almost like a Joker style character, but super dangerous because of his cosmic powers. Because he has like this like dangerous level, cosmic level powers. The Morrigan game. So I enjoyed writing Jeddah like that. Of course, later on, I read like an official Darkstalkers manga, officially approved from Capcom. And Jeddah was nothing like that. I was so sad. I was so sad. Jeddah was nothing like what I did. He was like the, you know, the quiet, brooding, silent type. It was fine, I guess. The manga was fine. I wanted my Jeddah though. I wanted my crazy Jeddah. Who's just a cackling maniac. And people loved my Jeddah too. They were reading my fanfic. They were like, "Oh man, I never thought of Jeddah as a car salesman type. This is fun. I love this." They were like, they loved it. They thought it was funny. But also it shows, I show his level of danger. By the way, since it was a Capcom universe thing, JoJo characters was also available to be used in the game, in the series. So me and the guy who chose Dio Brando, we decided to make a little crossover chapter between us, just a part 1 and part 2 thing. He did the first part, then I did the second part. And that's how people knew about my Jeddah, because they saw the Dio guide was pretty popular. So when he wanted to do a Jeddah a crossover with me, I was like, sure. And then I did Jeddah. I wrote Jeddah like a car salesman fighting Dio. And people were like, oh, this Jeddah is fun. What the frack? So it was a lot of fun moments and all that. It was a good group. It was a good group. But it didn't last long. We didn't even last a year. Because then people start, you know, start becoming too busy. Chapters starting coming slow. Then in the end, it just goes defunct. Capcom made a JoJo game? Yes, Capcom did. Back in 1997. No, wait. 2003, Capcom made a fighting game based on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This was before JoJo was localized in the US. They call it JoJo's Bizarre Venture. The English version was called JoJo's Bizarre Venture. Capcom fighting game. It was back in 1998. Oh god. Okay, 98. Not even 2000. Not even 2000. 98. I'm old. It was fun when it was active. Capcom made a JoJo game back in 98. A fighting game. It's really good, by the way. It's a really good fighting game. And they even had, like, if you have the console version, because you can play it in an arcade, but if you have the console version, there's a little adventure mode where you can play, because the fighting game was based on part 3, by the way, just so everyone know, based on Stardust Crusaders. and no other parts, just Stardust Crusaders only. And then they had like a great adventure mode where you can play the Stardust Crusaders storyline in that game in a semi-fighting game style as well. It's such a great game. It's such a great game. And the best part is I mastered Dio like crazy in the game because you can play as Dio. I mastered him like crazy just so that I can show my friends the moment in the anime where okay, with Dio's time stop power, right, is an ult that you can activate, but at a minimum you need 3 bars to be able to activate his time stop power. But you can collect it up to 9 bars. So once I get Dio's what's that, ability skill bar or whatever you want to call it, those power bars, up to 9, that's when all my friends get afraid because they know what I'm gonna do. So what I would do, yes, this is one where he drops a steamroller, but no, sorry, that's not the one I'm doing. No. What I do is that I activate this time stop power, then 9 bars, right? So what they do is once you activate, right, the 9 bar will be going down all the way to 0. Once it reaches 0, time restarts. So 9 bars, I activated the time stop power. Then while it's going down, I use 1 or 2 bars to use his other ultimate where he throws a billion knives in the air. And true to the anime, when he does the billion knives thing, it stops right before it hits the character that's in front, the enemy, the opponent. It stops right before it hits the opponent because of time stop. And the moment the bar goes to 0 and time restarts, the knives restart back and just stab the opponent, just like the manga, just like the anime. It's amazing. I loved it. They put this into the game knowing that people will know the reference. It's so good. Capcom, back in the 90s. Back in the 90s, Capcom was about making sure that the game is catered to the players. It wasn't Cashcom yet back then. Back in the 90s, Capcom was about the players. They didn't become Cashcom yet. So it was so good. Whenever I play Dio, my friend knows that's gonna come. That thing that I do is gonna be something that I do once I reach 9 bars. They know it's gonna be something that I do because I do it every time I play Dio. Yeah, I have to wonder how strong Dio was relative to the cast. Pretty strong. You know how back in the 90s Akuma is OP in a Street Fighter game, like super OP? That's Dio in a JoJo game. I know they nerfed Akuma now for a lot of Street Fighter games, because if they make him too powerful, everyone will play Akuma and nobody will have a lot of fun. Nobody will have fun, right? So they nerfed Akuma like crazy compared to the 90s Akuma, because 90s Akuma is just too powerful. So much so that they made Akuma into a secret character that you can only unlock in a certain way. I'm talking about Super Street Fighter, by the way. Super Street Fighter 2 was done. Akuma was a secret character that you can only get, you can only select if you do it in a certain way, doing the joystick and the buttons, because he's so OP. So if you don't know how to get that, how to do that, you won't be able to play him. But then, when he becomes a general character that you can just choose, they nerf him because understandably, they don't want people to, play Akuma only. because then it'd be too strong. So Dio was that. Dio was that for the JoJo game, and you can only get him in a certain way if you unlock him. He's not readily available on the character select screen. Probably one of the earliest instances of banned characters in fighting games. Probably. I don't know if back then, when Super Street Fighter 2 came out, if Akuma was allowed to be used in tournaments. I'm not sure if that was the case. Akuma is still, I know he's very strong. It's just that back then he's OP. Back then he's just OP. Like nowadays he's still strong. Of course, but they have to make him strong, because lore-wise it wouldn't make sense if he's easily destroyed. So you still have to make him strong. He's just not super power. I'm talking about Super Street Fighter 2. This is like 1996 Super Street Fighter 2. So 96, 95? Around there. Maybe 95. Maybe it was 95. Super Street Fighter 2 level Akuma was just OP. If you go to an arcade and you see someone doing the moves on the joystick when he's searching for character, you know he's gonna choose Akuma. And at that moment, hang up the quarters. You're not gonna play anymore. That being said, you still need to be a good player though. You still need to be a good player to be able to play Akuma. You're a sucky player that somehow figured out how to unlock him, then that doesn't matter. You're still gonna get toast. So you really were that guy picking an equivalent of Akuma to utterly destroy. No, I wasn't. I would never choose to pick an OP character just to destroy my friends. But I would choose Dio because I want to do that anime scene. I want to do that scene. That is the only reason I would choose Dio. That scene has to be done. As a JoJo fan from the 90s, from 1991, thanks to a friend of mine, by the way, I gotta do that scene. I have to hang up my JoJo card if I don't do that scene. By the way, Dio's time stop power, not easy to pull off. Its input is almost like Akuma's demon rage thingy, raging demon charge thingy, raging bull something. Raging demon? No. Charging demon? No. Oh, right, that's what it's called. It's called cheating. His cheating move thingy. Raging demon is right. Oh yeah, because it's called. Is it called raging demon? I still remember, I guess. Back in the 90s, Raging Demon is to the point that no matter what your health is, you die. Back when it was Super Street Fighter 2, you get caught by the Raging Demon, you die. You're not gonna live. There's no surviving the Raging Demon. That's how it was back in Super Street Fighter 2. Even if your health is still 85%, you die. So iconic, became its own category of moves. training. Not to say that though, I do know how to pull off the Raging Demon. I remember playing what was it? MVC3 on the PS3 online with my friend. But here's the thing, I can only pull off the Raging Demon if I play it on a fighting stick. If I play it on a PlayStation controller, I cannot pull it off. I tried. I cannot pull it off on a PlayStation controller. To pull off the Raging Demon, I have to be on a fighting stick. But I was playing on MVC3 online with a friend of mine. I chose Akuma because I haven't played Akuma in a while. And it was MVC3, and we were playing, we just got MVC3 by the way at this time. And I wanted to test out like the characters. I wanted to test out Akuma. So I was playing with my friend. He was I can't remember who he played. It was a group, by the way. It was MVC3, so it was a group of 3. It wasn't just one-on-one. I can't remember. I think I had Spider-Man, Akuma, and Ghost Rider. Spider-Man, Akuma, and Ghost Rider. Then I almost lost until my friend did. My friend, I think he was using Iron Man, but I know he has Spider-Man as well. He had Spider-Man as well, and he was about to pull up the maximum spider, but I made a desperate attempt, put the input for Raging Demon, and captured him in midair as Maximum Spider was coming towards me, and just you got to use 20th century vibration protection. So I caught him in midair as he was coming towards me with Maximum Spider and won the game. Oh, that was one of my crowning achievements in a fighting game. I would never be able to pull that off ever again in my life. It was a desperate attempt trying to win. If his Maximum Spider would have connected, I would have lost that battle. Too bad also that was back in 2015 before I streamed games online. So nobody except my friends saw it. Oh, those days, man. Those days when you were like, you had like all these great moments in video games and only you and your friends saw it. Never recorded, never streamed. And you only wish that people saw it, other people saw it. But yeah, that was the old days though. Haven't played a fighting game in more than 2 years. Last time I played a fighting game was Blast Blue. No, not Blast Blue. What was that game? That game that was a gacha game that they made a fighting game for, that Arc System did. Grand Blue Fantasy or something, whatever it's called. The fighting game version. The fighting game version was like Grand Blue something. And I played that with Rafunk and others in a charity stream for, I want to say this is not the Melody one. This is one after the Melody one. Fantasy Versus. Thank you. Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. And this is the one after the Melody one. But yeah, I played that with Rafunk and others. And that was my last time playing a fighting game. I have not played a fighting game since then, though I wanna get back to it with Street Fighter 6, but I have no money because Street Fighter 6 is crazy expensive, yo. Even on sale. But I am planning for it for my next paycheck. No, sorry, my next paycheck. You were there. Yeah, I know, I remember. I remember Shet was there. One's Club charity one, right? I think so. I think so. I think it was a One's Club one with virtual outreach. Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. I want to get back to fighting games soon, but I have to get back to it via shutter controller, shutter, and not a fighting stick, because I don't have a fighting stick. But one day. Anyway, that aside, I want to get back to it. I want to get back to fighting game with Street Fighter 6, because Street Fighter 6, so far, from what I know, is a very good fighting game. I do have Guilty Gear Strive though, if I want to play that first. I did play Guilty Gear Strive, but Guilty Gear Strive was something that I played before Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Would be fun to see you play fighting game again. Maybe you and Bombshell could do a training. I don't know. When we played Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, I kind of kicked Bombshell's ass. Sorry, Bombshell. If you want, I can teach you how Street Fighter 6 works. I'm pretty alright at it. Yeah, maybe. Though, I've never really had a teacher in a fighting game, because generally I play it. I did. Because generally I'm not like I'm a great fighting game player, but I can be decent enough to play it without people teaching. But at the same time, if people still want to teach me, I'm not gonna go like, I don't need a teacher. So what I'm saying is that, chat, you might not need to teach a lot, is what I'm saying. I mean, I will accept your teaching, of course, but it won't be like a lot of teaching. It's probably gonna be like a little bit teaching here and there, and then we're done. Also, I just realized I forgot to put the boo friends, the boo mates, the boo thingy. But yeah, that aside, I won't mind getting back to the grind of Street Fighter 6 one day, but not currently, because my next paycheck is already planned for the Marciana costume in Nikkei. I can't help it. I love Marciana. Marciana is my favorite character in Nikkei, and her costume is something that I really want. Okay? I don't care what you guys say. And I will not lie to you. I will not lie to you. The Marciana costume is lewd. Well, it's not lewd like bad. The little goes on his goes. I mean, it is super sexy. Like super sexy as hell. But it's not like sexy on purpose. I want to say. I think you'll find that you lie to us very regularly. Oh no, yeah. I didn't say I didn't lie to you. I just said I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie to you about this Marciana thing. But I lie to you guys all the time. That's for sure. I just don't want to lie about this Marciana thing. Yeah, I like how back in the old days when I first started, whenever I lie, people go like, "That's not very superheroic of you, Asu." It's like, do you know superheroes lie all the time? They lie to you all the time. If a superhero doesn't lie to you, they wouldn't have a secret identity. You didn't even know that. Yeah, it goes on the screen. So people who tells me that you want a masked swimsuit. So people who tell me that, oh, by the way, the masked swimsuit is actually purchasable. You don't have to like wait for it to return as a banner or whatever. You can actually purchase the masked swimsuit right now. It's available for purchase. One of the rare ones that you can still purchase. Anyway, that's like they were expecting a Superman to got a telephone. Even Superman lies. Superman lies all the time. If not, there won't be a Clark Kent. If he doesn't lie, there won't be a Clark Kent. He lies all the he's the worst when it comes to lying. Superman's one of the worst. So yeah, no, Superman is a big ass liar. Truth, justice, and American way. Where's your truth, Superman? I sound angry when I talk about Superman. As if he slighted me. And you're not even American, Superman. You're not even American, okay? Truth, justice, and American way? You're not even American. You're a Kryptonian, Superman. You lie even right there in the slogan talking about truth. He just doesn't tell the whole truth. That's totally it. Superman's the biggest liar of them all. Once you know that, you can't unknow it. Because now you know, superheroes lie. Even the most wholesome of superheroes lie. Okay? Spider-Man lies. Well, actually, he didn't lie to his wife. His wife found out about him way before he could lie to her. Spider-Man had a wife, and he gave her up to the devil. No, actually, he didn't give her up to the devil. The wife made a deal with the devil to save Spider-Man's life. No, not to save his life. To save the Spider-Man's to save Aunt May, who is Spider-Man's family. So the wife made a deal with the devil to literally make sure that Spider-Man's happy. To literally make sure that Spider-Man stays happy. I believe they recently changed the better tomorrow instead of the American way, which I think is a good change. But like truth, justice, and the better tomorrow. Nah, that's actually not a change that they did recently, because that was actually done like back in the 80s or something, and not because of the American way thing. But it's like more like he had duo motto. A little wrinkle doesn't make one more day any better. No, for sure. I know what you mean there. I'm not saying one more day was good. One more day was a disappointment. Even if you want to go like, no, it's Mary Jane's deal, and Mary Jane wanted to do it because she believed in she wanted to make sure that Peter's happy so that Aunt May doesn't die. I was like, yeah, but it's still a shitty story. It's still a shitty freaking story. You know that, right? One More Day is still shitty. Joe Quesada. You find out behind the scene, it's not. What was his name? What was the writer's name? Bill something. Straczynski? No, not Straczynski. One More Day Spider-Man. Michael. Not Bill. Sorry, J. Michael Straczynski. Oh my god, I got Straczynski right. But J. Michael Straczynski. By the way, the J is for Joseph, which means that his name is also Joe, just like Joe Quesada. Now, why am I so angry at Quesada? Because J. Michael Straczynski had a different idea for One More Day to make it all about how Spider-Man is no longer married. J. Michael Straczynski, by the way, did not want to make the unmarried Spider-Man. That is Mr. Quesada's idea. It was Mr. Quesada's idea to make him an unmarried man. But here's the thing. It got approved. It got Stanley's approval. Stanley was all like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Unmarry him." I was like, "Stanley? But why? But why, Stanley?" Stanley thought that making Spider-Man an unmarried person was a good idea. But why? Stanley, I believed in you. Why is it so light all of a sudden? I was like, oh, right. I put down the opacity. The only good thing I have to say about Quesada is that his art for the question was pretty good. Yeah, no, Quesada is a great artist. I love his art. His art, back when I was in the 90s, shaped a lot of how I draw now as well. One of many weird or bad ideas as good ones. Yeah, no, you're right. Stanley comes up with some bizarro stuff too. It's not like Stanley's perfect. He's got some of his what's all this? Running? Backflip? Wait, what? All this. Stanley has his bad moments as well. But yeah, no, him, because he thought, because okay, from what I heard, right? Stanley said that it's a good idea to get him unmarried so that you can put in romance into the storyline and, you know, give Peter like more humanity with the romance angle, you know, because make him single, stuff like that was such a bad idea, you know? Peter don't need to be single. Just make good marriage storyline. I don't know. You can make a storyline where he loves his wife without making it too schmaltzy. There's ways to do that, you know? And I think J. Michael Straczynski, great writer, by the way. J. Michael Straczynski does some great Spider-Man runs. And I think J. Michael Straczynski can pull off so much better, so much good storyline. Oh, there was one moment. Because Spider-Man moved to the Avengers Tower once he joined the Avengers. He moved to the Avengers Tower and they had like this little clickbait moment where they had Wolverine cupping Mary Jane's face as a cover, where it looked like Wolverine seducing Mary Jane and Mary Jane's like buying into it. But it didn't happen in the comic. It was just Wolverine saying hello to Mary Jane, like, hi, welcome. And that was a J. Michael Straczynski run. And J. Michael Straczynski knows that you don't touch the Peter Mary Jane story. You know, you don't touch it. You don't do anything bad to it. J. Michael Straczynski knows this. And that's why classic comic bait cover, yeah. And that's why what he did during the run with the whole what do you call that? The Black Cat run and all that. He knows that you don't touch Peter and Mary Jane. So when he did the Black Cat run in his comic, Black Cat was trying to seduce Peter. Of course she does. She's in love with Peter. But Peter has none of it. It was like, no way, Black Cat. I'm with Mary Jane. And it's... oh man, that was that one moment. That's why he was forced to unmarry Mary Jane and Peter thanks to editorial, just like you say, Quesada. It was a Quesada idea. Here's the best part. He was forced to do it, but he didn't want to do it in the way Quesada wanted it. Because J. Michael Straczynski mentioned that magic has rules. You cannot just make something happen where it just makes no sense. Magic has rules and you're supposed to adhere to the rules. And so, but Quesada was like, he was like, just break the marriage up, use Mephisto. And it was like, but it doesn't make any sense. And then Quesada was like, who cares, it's magic. It's like, no, magic doesn't work like that. Oh, I would love to see a J. Michael Straczynski's Doctor Strange run, by the way. Or Doctor Fate. He can do Doctor Fate. But yeah, no, he understood that there's rules because what Quesada... what Mike Straczynski's original idea he wanted to do was that he's going to undo the marriage by having a moment during the wedding where Green Goblin crashed the wedding and undid the marriage, and then they could never get back to it. After all the years, after the whole thing, then Mary Jane was tired of it because the wedding was crashed by Green Goblin, and they had to break it off, and they never got back to getting married to the marriage. That was Straczynski's original idea, was just to undo it with time. The magic was to be undoing it in a moment of time, not just snap, it never happened. Because according to the way Quesada wanted, it just snap, never happened. But what Straczynski wanted was to ruin the wedding, and they couldn't get back to it. Because this way it opened up this idea that the love is always there, that the wedding almost happened but was ruined, but it also gives this opening that maybe down the line it can happen again. You know? So they can still have the wedding not happen. Peter never got married, but still leave an option that it can happen again because the love is still there because the wedding got crashed. That would have been such a better idea, you know? That would have been such a better reasoning, a better storyline than, oops, it never happened. Because in the end, in the comics, Peter ended up with Mary Jane again anyway. Because now, Peter still ended up with Mary Jane anyway. So, you might as well have done that wedding thing. Quesada. Fool. Quesada had such bad ideas when he was an editor. He's like the Michael Bay of editors, you know? He has some nice, outlandish ideas, but some horrible ideas as well. But anyway, yeah, I'm done with the mint drawing for a while already. By the way, it was already done. But yeah, that's it. So thank you so much everyone for coming to my stream. I hope you enjoyed watching me draw Mint Fantome and talking about her the whole time. You know, talking about my opinion of her and how much I think she's a great VTuber and great streamer and such a good and fun what's the subject of drawing? We hardly no, what are you talking about? I talked about her the whole stream. Thundercharge, don't slander me that way. We didn't talk about comics and movies the whole time. Mint, by the way, just a little bit of a you know, talk of a real talk here. Mint's a great person. She's a great person. I think she's wonderful. She still she still remembers me to this day. Oh my god, I can't believe she still remembers me. Even when she was I resent that slander is spoken in print. It's like I resent that. I hate that. I resent that. Slander is spoken in print. It's libel. Spoken by the true J. Jonah Jameson. Anyway, Mint is a great person. She still remembers me, you know? She still remembers me. I don't know why. Even when she was on the other life, she still remembers me. Because when she was on the other life in that company, I still chat in her chat, but that chat was zooming. That chat was zooming. So the few moments she actually sees me in chat, she actually says, "Hi, Asu." And I was like, what? Why would you say that? Out loud. It's like she's not even acknowledging what I said in chat. She's just saying hi Asu because she saw me in chat. Oh, she's such a nice person. She's so good. She's so good. I love Mint as a streamer because she's such a nice person. The fact that in that life, in that company life, she would still out loud say hi Asu when she sees me in chat. That's just, she's a great person. She's one of the best. Go follow her, subscribe to her, do whatever you can, support her, bring her to that 1 million mark because she's going there. I think she's tagged in my description in YouTube. Let me check. Yes, she is tagged in my description in YouTube. But just for the Twitch viewer, for the Twitchers, because y'all too need to watch her and subscribe to her, go follow her on her YouTube channel, subscribe to her. She's really fun, she's really great, she's awesome. Bring her to the 1 million mark. She's 247k right now. Oh man, when she graduated, before she joined the company, she was like 26k, 30k. It's awesome to see how much she grows. She's always awesome. She's really nice. I should really try to get back to the same. She's just so different than before she first graduated. You know, I understand. She is a little bit different, but she's still a nice person. That's what matters. And so, because of that, I wanted to draw her. I wanted to draw her because of that. Because she's a nice person. Not because she remembers me, but because she's a nice person. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much everyone for coming. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching me draw Mint Fantome. And as you can see, even though I drew her in the usual dynamic panel style, I did not do the speed line for this one because I feel like she needs better than a speed line. She needs hearts. So I hope you guys all stay good, stay healthy. Don't forget to hydrate whenever you can. And of course, to always enjoy the future heroes. I'll see you around. Otsu Justice. Bye.